Once upon a time, in a kingdom far away, there lived a king and queen who longed for a child. After many years of trying, the queen finally gave birth to a beautiful baby girl. The king and queen were overjoyed and decided to throw a grand christening party to celebrate the birth of their daughter. They invited all the fairies in the kingdom to the christening, but they forgot to invite one of the fairies who lived in the nearby woods. This fairy was known to be a bit of a troublemaker, and the king and queen didn't want her to cause any problems at the party. When the other fairies arrived at the christening, they each bestowed a gift upon the baby princess. One gave her beauty, another gave her grace, and a third gave her a beautiful singing voice. Just as the last fairy was about to give her gift, the uninvited fairy appeared, angry that she had not been invited. The fairy put a curse on the baby princess. She said that on her 16th birthday, the princess would prick her finger on the spindle of a spinning wheel and die. The king and queen were horrified and begged the other fairies to help them. One of the fairies had not yet given her gift and used her magic to soften the curse. She said that instead of dying, the princess would sleep for 100 years and be awoken by a prince's kiss. The king and queen were relieved that their daughter would not die, but they were still upset by the curse. They ordered all the spinning wheels in the kingdom to be destroyed and forbade anyone from spinning thread. Years passed, and the baby princess grew up to be a beautiful and kind-hearted girl. On her 16th birthday, the princess was exploring the castle when she came across a hidden room. In the room, she found an old spinning wheel. Curious, she sat down at the spinning wheel and pricked her finger on the spindle. Just as the curse had foretold, the princess fell into a deep sleep, and the kingdom was thrown into chaos. The king and queen were heartbroken, but they remembered the fairy's words and knew that a prince would come to awaken their daughter. For years, the princess slept, and the kingdom was shrouded in a thick forest that grew up around the castle. One day, a brave prince was riding through the forest. When he came across the castle, he saw the princess sleeping in her tower and was immediately smitten with her. The prince leaned in and gave the sleeping princess a gentle kiss. As soon as his lips touched hers, the princess opened her eyes and smiled at the prince. The curse had been broken, and the princess was free. The kingdom was filled with joy and celebration, and the prince and princess fell in love and lived happily